is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Dave in Claremont. Hey, Dave, Happy New Year. What's happening, man?
Happy New Year to you, my brother. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How you been?
I am doing well, man. I'm doing well. Can I throw a quote out at you?
Sure.
In the market, somebody knows something. Someone always knows something. That statement was made by a great trader by the name of Tom O'Brien about 6-7 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
And it kind of hit me like a brick. You're right. Somebody always knows something.
Hey, Carlos, what's going on, brother?
I'm calling you back, Tom. This morning I had the pleasure to talk to you and your son, and I don't want to miss the opportunity to talk to you again.
Well, I think you made some money on this bond.
Oh, yes, Tom. Your newsletter helped me.
That's a beautiful thing. We appreciate you growling, prowling with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Don't take anything personally. Your truth is personal to you. Your own opinions and point of view reflect your own agreements and are personal to you. It's no one's truth but your own. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 37, NASDAQ down 5, S&P's flat. Gold contract just caught a bid. That's up 870, 1351.80. Silver down 2 cents, $17.21. You get the light sweet crude market up $1.11, $65.86 a barrel. Notes and bonds. 10-year note down 12 ticks, 121.06. 30-year bond down $1.11, 146.15. King dollar taking it south, down 509 ticks, 88.440. The euro is at 125.16 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 109.36 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at it. Let's start with the futures, folks. We've had a nice volatile day out here today. We go from highs to lows, a nice range, huge range. Top of that range has been 28.37. Bottom of the range, 28.09. And what we have out here, what I expect coming into this close out here, we got a nice high volume spike once again at 20 past 2 this afternoon. That number's 28.16, and I expect we can get right back down there before we come into this close. So this is going to be a wild close as we come in. Dow Industrials. What do we have inside the Dow Industrials? Dow Industrials also had some price spread out here today. The top of it being 26,306. Bottom 26,14. So you can see you're talking about 280 price spread. Right now you're up 48. Inside the Dow Industrials, the strength versus the weakness out here. What's moving the Dow higher is you have Goldman Sachs putting 23 positive points in. You have Boeing putting 18, Disney putting 12. Taken away from it, 3M's putting 15 negative points in. Dow is putting 11 negative points in. Inside the NDX 100, you talk about price spread. Man, this is some price spread out here today. We've had, right now we're down 16. The high's been 69.70, the low 69.08, so you're talking about 62 NQ points. This has been one trading day out here, folks, no doubt. If you take a look at it, pre-market, okay, bottom line, you were down good. That was the low of today, which is the 69.87. Monster bounce went all the way up to the 69.79 area. Bottom line, you come right back down, and as the S&P, what's intriguing here, and this is telling me that after the close, even into the close, that what we are going to see is that we're going to see lower markets inside the NDX 100. And, of course, inside the NDX 100, we have Amazon and we have Google. They have the huge weighting structure. They're going to be coming out with their numbers at 401. Gold contract. What do we have with the gold contract? Gold contract's catching a bid once again. And we take a look at this contract. Right now, it is up $8. The high has been $13.53. If you take a look at this intraday, what you have is this. Intraday, we been doing pretty good. bottom line, right before I got on the air, as I'm coming on the air, that's when it actually got the big spike. Volume came into the spike. You got up and above the high that was generated out here on Tuesday, which is the 1352 area, where you got right into it. And what that's all about, folks, is good old King Dollar. King Dollar, man, you talk about getting sold down. This baby is getting sold down. The choo-choo train is running, and the choo-choo train is getting more steam. You know, it's been building cars here for 5 days. What we have now is that it's going after its swing low from the 25th. That's 88,225. We hit 88,410, and you're hitting into that baby with volume, and you're almost in no man's land. Coming into Friday, this is going to get really intriguing. The reason being is, of course, the currency markets and the gold market and the metals market. Volatility on Fridays is pretty intense, and in this particular case, the way that the dollar is set up, the dollar looks to me like you're going to jump the creek. Now, if we jump the creek, and this is where this is set, what you have is that the dollar is getting support from the highs of 2008 and the highs of 2010. We're right at it, too. It's just pretty amazing, actually, when you look at it. The top of that support was 89,250 to about 88,800. So you can see that we're actually underneath it. We close here. What you could see overnight is that when we wake up in the morning, this thing could be opening somewhere down at the 86 mark. You know, that'll be a classic jump the creek, man. If you jump that creek, watch out. That would be saying that gold is going to go to the moon very quickly on a Friday, which is going to be pretty wild watching how this whole thing shakes out. Some of the higher volatility stocks out here today, higher volume stocks, rather. You had Marbell is up $1.70. That's a big number for Marbell. Facebook was down $8 last night. It's up $6.90 right now, trading at $193, and does have volume behind the move. PayPal's down $5.76. You get eBay up $5.76. It's pretty wild. eBay is kicking their red-headed child out of their system in 2023, meaning that they're going to open up a different payment system. But that's a long way off. It's just intriguing that eBay is up as much as PayPal is down. Cisco's up 34 cents. You got Transocean up 23. U.S. Steel is down $1. Let's go over to that steel market and take a look at steel right now. Yeah, she's coming down. This is coming down with volume. This U.S. Steel is vulnerable to go down to 29. And yeah, 2 days ago we were at 41. This thing's coming down with volume. It has juice behind the move. Big numbers. Notes and bonds. Let's go take a look at that note and bond market. So the 10-year had already broken down. Bottom line, couldn't get back inside the range. You're going lower today. Bottom line, 30-year. This is a major break, USH. So 30-year, what the 30-year had done is it had pierced the 147.04 number, got back inside the higher range again, and now it's taken it south. Now, what's intriguing about the 30-year is this. This is actually a last engulfing. And it looks bearish, but it's actually a bullish if you're looking at candlestick charting. So we'll see where this shakes out, if, in fact, it can save itself. I don't expect it's going to save itself between today and tomorrow. But guess what? If it does have a last engulfing on a weekly basis, that could be a pretty good indication that you're going to get a bounce out of here once again. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now are up 42. You get the Nasdaq down 5. S&P's are flat. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Andy Hecht, as we do each and every Tuesday and Thursday. And don't forget, folks, Andy's got a great program right here at TFNN every Tuesday, Thursday, 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. He also has 2 great newsletters. He has the Technomentor Commodity Report. That is his weekly newsletter. He has Daily Essentials, which is his daily newsletter. You can come over to our website, test drive him, 30-day money-back guarantee. And as you're over to the website, what you're going to see as you do that, you will gain free access to his 12 essential lessons for trading commodities. Check it out on the front page of TFNN. Andy Hecht, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. How are you?
Doing great, man. Yourself?
I'm doing great. Doing great. So this gold market looks real strong here.
Yeah, listen, it's building cars to get up and over this level. So it's going to be intriguing coming into tomorrow.
Silver, not so much, but maybe silver's waiting for gold to break above 1377.50.
Well, we're going to find out. I mean, this 1360. Well, let's see. GCJ, I need GCJ. So, is that the swing high up there? Let's see.
1377.50 is where I put it. That's the June to July 2016 post-Brie exit high.
I see. Okay. Okay.
And, for silver, I think now the level on silver, the target on silver to get over is $18.16. And that's the high dating back to September. And as you know, Tom, silver can do that in a day.
Yeah, there's no doubt, man. There's no doubt that silver.
And we haven't had a day like that in a long time on the upside in silver. And you know what? I really think it's coming.
Yeah, listen, it's holding good, man. I mean, I like how it hit the 1770 part. There's no doubt, man. Those. And of
course, came back down. It always, it violates everything. Silver just loves to violate everything.
Yeah, no, I can see that. I can see that.
So we're seeing a lot of interesting things going on in markets here. The meats really extended up today. We had limit up in the cattle.
Look at that. Okay.
Limit up in the feeder cattle. We had a move a little bit higher over there in the hogs today. So, grilling season starts on Memorial Day weekend, but
that's crazy, right?
Yeah, we look to the future in the futures markets.
Yeah.
So we're starting to look towards that area of peak demand. And Tom, This Bitcoin, ooh,
Yeah.
this looks as ugly as the dollar.
Well, yeah, and let me show you something in this Bitcoin, folks. This is pretty cool because we've been watching, Tommy and I have been watching this, the amount of contracts that have been traded, right? So what Bitcoin's doing, folks, is going right after that gap. You know, the gap is 83.28. Right now you're at 84.54. And coming into this gap the way it's coming in, I suspect we're going to go down to 4,000. But watch, I want to show you something here. So when you look at the contracts, folks, what has happened is this, is that the contracts have gone up dramatically today. We get 6,800 and the CBOE. Now, the CBOE, that's each contract is only 1 Bitcoin. What has happened, though, is that the CME, which has been behind them by over a half volume, accelerated today. You're going to multiply the CME by 5. So what you have there is you get 6,000 contracts. You know what that's telling me, Andy? That's telling me that the pros are going in there and just dead nailing it now. Now they're getting
they're crushing it.
They get confidence. They're saying, hey, man, that's it. Sell it away.
You got this market on the run?
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they lean into natural gas, right?
Right. You
No
know?
question.
So if we go to 4,000, man, it's going to be pretty intense. But guess what? You blow through this. It looks like we're going to blow through this 83.28. We could be blowing through that before you get on the air.
That's right. By the way, the bottom line is this thing was 6 cents in 2010. Even at 4,000, it's a crazy number.
No doubt.
You know, we've halved value. We could quarter in value. It's a very interesting thing. But hey, treacherous. Treacherous. Just goes to show, hey, when things seem too good to be true, they generally are.
Yeah.
You know,
Pretty
that's just the way it's in these wild markets that we watch every day. So meanwhile, crude oil is hanging in there very nicely.
Yeah.
And I think it's a comment on the economy, the global economy, that things are certainly improving.
Yeah.
I think that the Fed and at the Fed, and more so the ECB, is way behind this inflationary curve, Tom. I watched, you know, when they came out with their statement yesterday, they're gradual. They're going to be gradual until they're not going to be gradual. You know, and I, as I said to you, and I've been saying, and it's worth repeating, Mother Nature and the ECB holds the key well, Mother Nature holds the key to real inflation here. Grain prices are cheap.
Yes.
Food prices are overall, you know, when we look at the futures markets, they're cheap. We get a lousy year when it comes to weather and poor crop yields. I'm telling you, soybeans and corn can go to new all-time highs.
Sure.
They could double in price. That happens. These inflationary numbers are going to look a lot different than they do today. Forget about their targets, looking up at their targets. They're going to be looking way down at their targets.
Yeah, no, I can see that, man. I mean, there's no doubt. And, you know, bottom line is that we'll see, you know, as the numbers start kicking in, this high oil number, folks, is going to kick in, you know, to the inflation numbers. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And let's take a quick look at natural gas. You know, I was expecting about a 90 BCF withdrawal today.
Yeah.
So the number came out slightly higher at 99. But the Bears are back in control, and you know the Bulls are anyone who stayed with their positions on the long side. Thank God I didn't. I took profits, but you know anyone who stayed long here is saying to themselves now, "Ooh, what rally?"
Well, and you know, you had just brought up the aspect with the cattle that guess what? Memorial Day is coming up, grilling season's coming up. We'll get awesome. What's also coming up, folks, is March. We get about another 30 days of cold weather up north, and that's it. That's about it. You know?
That's right. And you know what? The line in the sand for the planting season and for the end of natural gas season and the heating season is I always like to look at when pitchers and catchers report for spring training.
That's the 14th.
That's less than 2 weeks away, baby.
That's
right.
We got them all down here in Clearwater. We got the Yankees. We got the Phillies. Bottom line.
That's right.
Yeah.
But when they report, that means that, you know, hey, tomorrow's Groundhog Day.
Is it? I love it.
Tomorrow's Groundhog Day.
Oh, that's good. Bill Murray's going to be on tonight. I like it.
That's right. Punxsutawney Phil will be sticking his head out, see if he sees his shadow. And the bottom line is that you know we're rolling along. I can't believe the first month of 2018 is already in the books.
I know,
you know?
Man. Seriously.
It's crazy how time goes. But going back to the dollar, Tom, you know, for commodities in general, when we talk about sector-wide, we're looking at the bonds tanking, we're looking at this dollar. I mean, this thing cannot manage a bounce. This thing is you know, every time it tries to recover, it gets whacked.
Right.
This is a very, very weak market. Now, we'll eventually get a recovery in the dollar, you know, but from what level? That's a good question right now.
Exactly.
Because, hey, 88.50, this thing could steam down to 82 before we have a recovery. It's possible.
You know, that's the confirmed number for the ABC down. So stay right there, folks. Andy and I are coming right back. Big numbers after the close out here today. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 19, up 19. NASDAQ is down 13. S&Ps are off 2.5. You're going to see some nice volatility coming into this close, folks. Stay right there.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
You don't buy into that nonsense, do you? You know you can't time the markets. I didn't. And in 2006, I set out on a mission to do just that. I began by surrounding myself with the greats like Tom O'Brien, Larry Pesavento, David White, and Basil Chapman. I read countless books and even looked to the moon and planets for answers. Now, we both know that trading is 80% mental. So I learned the exact tools that Tony Robbins uses to overcome fear. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability. And last March, the folks at Timers Digest began tracking my newsletter signals, which through January 18th, 2018, placed me as the #1 gold timer for that exact time frame. Now, I can't officially be recognized until Timers Digest has a full year of signals, but clearly I've learned how to time the markets, and I'd like to teach you how to do that as well. Subscribers to Mastering Probability gain access to my live and archived workshops where I show you the exact same patterns that earned me this #1 ranking. If you're looking for great market calls and an education, sign up for Mastering Probability today at TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Volatility, baby. Here we go. You get the Dow down 23, NASDAQ's down 25, S&Ps are down 7.5. And when I did start this program, folks, I was giving you those ranges. So check this out. This NDX, man, this is going to be so intense. So the NDX, just as we've been on, just went down another 50 points.
Wow.
Bottom line, it's going after these high-volume swing lows. You know, we just came through the first one, and we'll see how it handles the 68.98. That's where it wants to go. Right now, it's 69.10. You talk about fast and furious, man. We haven't had this for... That was quick.
this market is so overdue for a correction, but no one's buying into it yet. And the thing is, this could be an ugly one. We'll have to wait and see. I have a fun fact for you here, Tom.
Okay.
You know, in October, in December, the total market cap of the digital currency market, 1,500 digital currencies, was over $800 billion.
Okay.
Today, 433.3 billion.
Yeah, pretty intense.
Crushed.
Give it another month, we might be at 100 million.
100 million, yeah. I mean,
it's sick, folks. I know.
You know, you never know. Also, there's a possibility the governments are not, and the banks are not thrilled about this market. They could be in there just crushing it in the futures market.
It's easy.
It's easy.
Yeah, let's go do that for a second. So watch this, folks. Watch when we go over here. Let's see. XBT. If you want to see just how easy it is to crush this, like,
just put it to sleep, right?
Yeah. Put it to. Good night, Irene. So, okay.
Good night, Earth.
Yeah, we're at 89.95. So you got what? Say 45,000. So check this out, folks. So every contract, you're only putting up, if you put up half, you're putting up 22,500. That's a joke. It's anyone. So they can come in there and crush it anytime they want.
Absolutely.
That's the reality. Yeah.
Absolutely. Listen, if people are right and the central banks control gold and silver, this is a no-brainer.
Oh, check this out. This is good. This is a beauty for us, folks, okay? Because we'll probably be in on this deal at some point. So let me find this in the silver market. Because what has happened inside the silver market, they tried to, let me get this up for a second. This just came across the tape a little while ago. And it has to do with the amount of collusion and outright fraud that has been going on with 8 banks inside the silver market, but they're in court right now, and they just lost a big deal today. Damn, I can't find this. I'll find it in the next break. You can find it before you get on, Andy. It's pretty cool.
Well,
and what
very cool.
What it is, folks, is that it's showing, well, the allegation is that they have totally boxed in the silver market, and for years, and to the point, and they got them cold, too, man. They got them, like, with the tweets, they got them with the emails, they got them with the whole ball of wax that, no, we're going to basically keep this market down. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, all these dealers, they, you know, when I was in that market,
yeah,
we used to talk by phone with the dealers.
Right.
You know, the dealers used to talk by phone. Then, you know, later on, this system came in, Reuters Dealer.
Okay.
Where we would talk to each other kind of like on instant messenger.
It's just like a Bloomberg, right? That's how it works on Bloomberg.
And we would trade over it, the over-the-counter market.
Right.
So, you know, you would have chats and stuff. These people basically, you know, these dealers basically, you know, they collude, and there's a paper trail.
I know. That's when I was reading the article, it was blowing my mind. Like, you got to be kidding me, man. Do you know what I mean? It's like this day and age is still doing that, meaning putting it in writing, you know?
Wild. But I'll tell you, I do think that the digital currencies have drained some liquidity away from silver, and I think it could be coming back. So, you know, I really feel that silver is bubbling and boiling here.
Yeah. Now, listen, you know, well, we very well could see a lot more action even if we come into this close, because the swings out here are really cool, folks, okay? You know, the Dow, we just swung from, you know, a high of, we just swung down 200 points. That's the bottom line. You know?
I think that the VIX index is very undervalued here, Tom.
So let's take a look at it.
Very undervalued.
We got it trading right now.
It was about 14, 13.
Oh, this is hilarious. So we just took the market down, but guess what? The VIX went down. It didn't go up. It's at 13, 14 right now.
It's very undervalued for what this market has potential to do.
It could. I know. I can see that. 2 days ago, we were at 15.42. Right now, you're at 13.14.
The market is still in the mode where, hey, 9, 10 VIX is appropriate. It's not in this. Not in this environment, and this environment could get really, really wild in the weeks ahead. Yeah, you know. And so,
the bonds and the notes, they certainly, you know, bottom line, these rates are moving. They're moving pretty quick. The 10-year right now is at 2.78, folks. That we haven't been there in a long period of time.
And look at that 30-year, 146.12, Tom.
Yep.
Man, that is ugly.
That broke apart, that 147.04. Yeah.
Stalled for 2 days and boom.
Yep, no doubt.
Big correction, correction.
Let's go out to Mike in San Francisco. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
All right.
How you doing, man?
Hello.
Hi, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding.
Right. Yeah, I was just wondering about the Bitcoin story. So when they short this thing, what do they end up with in the end? What do they have, and who owns the shorted coin, or do they own it? And what's the point of driving it to zero if you're not gonna? I just see it kind of different from, say, like shorting Apple at the top or something like that. Just, you know, pushing the price down until you own it all. Right? You own the company. What is it that they own after they destroy the Bitcoin?
They own the cash. So what happens is this. So, Mike, what happens is that, like, let's picture that if you sold Bitcoin at 19,000 and now you go buy it back today at 9, you just made 10,000 in cash.
Right, I understand. I assume that, I assume some cash was in there somewhere, but what happened to the coin?
It's all cash.
What is it?
There's no such thing as a coin. You don't even need the coin. That's what makes this so.
That's what they're doing. So it's
priced off an index, Mike.
Yeah.
So you can. So that's different. Like a stock, you have to own it to short it, right?
Right. You got to borrow the stock to short it.
Well, not in the future. Okay, no, hold it. We're talking two different things. Not in the futures market. What happens in the futures market? It's a derivative. So that's what we're talking. In any of them, you don't own anything. It's a derivative off what the main deal is.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a bet.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's all the market is anyway.
It's simply a bet.
Right.
But that's all the market is anyway.
Aside from, aside from owning the security, when you're in futures or options, it's just nothing but a bet.
That's correct.
Let
me just qualify that. Not necessarily. If you remember, Tom, when we were talking about the CME futures, the futures coming to market, we talked about one of the things I advocated for. I said, if you want to make a good futures market, you gotta store the Bitcoin and make for a delivery mechanism.
Right.
Yeah. There are futures markets that are cash settled against an index.
Right.
But there are others, the ones that really work, the oil, the gold, the ones that are really liquid. You can stand for, you can make and take delivery. They didn't do that in the Bitcoin one, which makes it easier to push around.
It is, exactly.
Right, yeah. Okay, all right, so in actuality, the people still have the coin that have it, if you didn't sell it.
Sure.
Yeah. Just remember this, the only futures market that ever went to zero were onions.
We got plenty of them, huh? All right.
Thanks, Mike.
Okay, thanks.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Andy, thanks so much, man. Look forward to the show at 5 o'clock.
Thank you.
Stay right there, folks. Coming right back for the next 30 minutes.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien. Welcome back, folks. Let's go over, if you take a look at these NQs, it's pretty amazing how fast they can go. And I'm going to show you, this is all about Amazon, by the way, folks, too. So the NQs came down fast, furious, all of the above. Watch this on Amazon. It's almost like, did someone know where Amazon's going to come out? Amazon, when we were just on with Andy, just went from $1,423 down to $1,385. Yeah, we're talking about in a 5-minute bar. Pretty intense. And if I look at these, let me look at the cell for a second. So if I can find, be easy to see the cell, actually. This thing will pop out. There it is. So imagine, so this is what you had here. Let's see, what time is it? It's 3:42. So you had the first, at 3:08, you had 10,000 shares. 2:30, look at, see, they've been pushing these shares out, actually. That's some heavy trades. Just think about this for a second, folks. You're talking about a $1,400 stock, and you're talking about selling 10 and 15,000 shares at a time. Let me do it this way and see if something else sticks out. Let's see. Yeah, there's so much selling right now. It's hard to actually pinpoint it, but that one, no doubt, was one huge move on the way down. And what we are going to have here is that as we let's go over to the S&Ps for a second, because you're going to see the same deal in the S&Ps. These ranges are set up pretty good. So it's going after the E-minis are still going after the low from this morning, which is 28.16. Oh, interesting. No, we just broke it. We're at 28.15. And let's see, you got 6 minutes left in this bar. And you get some volume. You know, so bottom line, we'll see whether it's going to break down. We go over to the small caps. We take a look at the small caps as we're doing this. Small caps, that's only down $1 right now. And let's see what that has done. That's kind of holding tough. Yeah, that's holding tough. What it does have. Okay, so this is pretty cool. So 1573 is still game on the small caps. This is probably going to sell off into the close because you had a good spike bar when the S&Ps did too, and you haven't actually hit that yet. So these markets are vulnerable for a quick sell-off in the next 15 minutes. You know, when you take a look at the Dow actually already did it. The S&P, they all actually did it. But that next leg down can still be done right now. Inside the King dollar, bottom line, big problems, folks. That just keeps going lower into the close. The amazing part about this, of course, is that we're going to be coming into Friday. Friday is highly volatile, currency-wise, metal-wise, and this dollar looks like it's going to be down a couple hundred ticks. And if that's the case, what you're going to have is that the dollar is going to be much deeper into the bar of the highs of 2008 as well as the highs of 2010. We go over, let's go take a look at Google, because Google is going to be a mover after the close. Google's down 763. You're trading 1162. So let's see how this is trading now. Google. This is where the yin and yang is going to come out too after the close. So Google looks like it's going to be fine. You know, Google was really pushing highs with volume. So that's telling me that Google is going to be up after the close. And if we go to Amazon, see, Amazon's a problem child, man. Yeah, Amazon can be at 1339 in a heartbeat. It just went down to 1385. Because now what you have is this. You have a bearish signal off the highs yesterday. Couldn't hold price, couldn't hold 1472. Now you get volume off the top. And if this is going to be so cool watching how this comes in. You know, because what you do have is that, you know, you're talking a couple of different things. You're talking about a hugely high-priced stock that has big ownership, and it's up to Bezos whether he wants to come in with good numbers or not come in with good numbers. What I mean specifically, because they take in so much cash, if he brings back the expenses just a bit, and I'm talking only 2 or 3 weeks, his bottom line numbers go up dramatically. It all depends on how much he wants to grow and spend within each quarter. And that's what's just amazing about Amazon in general. We go over to Apple. We take a look at Apple. Apple's saying to me we're going lower after the close. Now, the difference is that Apple is at 430, and it's not going to affect the futures market. Apple very well can be down at 149. We're at 167. This might be a big ABC down. The A point on this is $1.80. The B is 164. So you're talking $16. Your C would be the high of today. So you're dealing with what, 150? That's saying 156. And yeah, you know what? 156 is a breakout area. That's where we're probably going to be. This is going to be cool watching this thing shake out. So I think 156 is game. That's how it looks like. It's setting up a nice A to B. And what you'll have, if that's the case, you'll get that 156 today. That's how this thing looks like it's going to shake out. We go take a look at the SLV. So stay with silver for a second. So silver market, this is a nice setup. So silver today, the SLV rejected lower price, pushing higher again. The GDX needs some more volume. You know, that's a sideways move out there today. That needs more volume. Let's take a look at Anico Eagle, AEM. That's a good setup. So Anico Eagle, you can see how this worked. Down to 46.41, 670,000 shares going against 2.4 million. This is a nice setup, man. This is a setup saying it's going to go for this $51 area out here. Newmont, we take a look at Newmont. And Newmont gave it up in price today. Interesting. Let's go into the cannabis business, and let's go take a look at what Canopy Growth. This is pretty sweet. So this is down $3.24, $27.76. These things are setting up nice. So what you have is this. So picture this. 5 months ago, the stock's at $9. Runs all the way up to 43. Backing down right now, and it's backing down. I expect this thing to get down somewhere about 21. And we'll see what the volume is there. Then what you're going to have set up, you're going to have a nice trading range set up. You know, and fundamentally, so that's technically, fundamentally, bottom line is that as we start kicking into the summer here, you can see this company already went from 12 million in revenue in 2016. They're looking for 86 million this year, and here's where the jump is, 86 to 324 million. And what that is, a lot of that, folks, is just in this country of Canada. Because what's going to happen is that, I believe it's July, it becomes legal, recreational in Canada. And of course, that what Canopy does, Canopy will not sell or do business in any jurisdiction that it is not totally legal. So if you're getting into any of these stocks, you want to look at what that aspect is, because it makes a big difference. I suspect it's going to make a big difference going forward, too. You stay right there, folks. We come right back. Dow Industrials right now up 16. NASDAQ is down 20. S&Ps are down 3. And this is all about Amazon running around, folks, meaning where Amazon's going, they're moving the NDX 100. So Amazon, look at this. Amazon had just gone down to 1385. Now we're at 1411 right now. Wild, man.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, included the standard market technical indicators enhance the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 2. You get the NASDAQ down 25. S&Ps are off 6. We get the Super Bowl coming up, and this is pretty intriguing. So since the NFL grabbed basically the tickets, more control of the tickets in 2015 when they had some monster problems. And the fans right now are trying to figure out, hey, listen, normally right before the game, meaning right now, tickets start going down. Well, guess what? It's not happening. The NFL is keeping a tight hand on it. Right now, the least expensive ticket for the New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles is averaging $4,150. And that actually went up since Saturday. So this is going to be intriguing watching how this whole thing shakes out. As we come into, imagine, that's a lot of money, man. That's the bottom line. Let's go over to Amazon for a second, because that move was just absolutely amazing. So if we go take a look at it, what you're going to see is, now this is what's cool, folks. You got a high volume low on Amazon at $13.85. So My take is that, yeah, when Amazon does come out with numbers, it's going to, they can be great numbers, but guess what? Amazon's going to be down somewhere about $13.39, so that's another $70 down from where we are. Because you come off the high, you had volume off the high, pushing down with volume, all of the above, that sets up lower prices as soon as they do come out. And Google looks good, so inside the NDX 100, that's going to be the yin and the yang, meaning one very well could offset the other. That's how that would work. If we go take a look at the NQs, and you just want to see the type of weighting structure that Amazon does have in it, which is a big weighting structure, you're going to be able to see it pretty clearly when we see the down move as well as the bounce. Okay, so we had that down move blew down to a 68.84, and right now you're at a 69.09. It's that dramatic, and that movement is all about Amazon. So the cool thing is that after the close, guess what? You know, if Google doesn't go up $50 and Amazon's down 50, we're going to see that big hit continue. If they both, one goes down 50, one goes up 50, it'll level out. You stay right there, folks. Be coming back with Amazon, Google, and Apple numbers. Dow Industrials up 4, NASDAQ down 28, S&P's up 6.5. We're coming right back.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Oh, look who we have. It's a beautiful day. Look at our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We're going to take it by storm.
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday, Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay. And
it just never looked back. It did a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But
yeah.
Holy I mean, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Take action on your ideas. Always do your best. Doing your best means to take action on your ideas. You can have many great ideas in your head, but without action upon an idea, there'll be no manifestation, no results, and no reward. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. Dow Industrials up 37, NASDAQ down 25, S&P's flat. Let's get right over to Google and Amazon. Google comes out with numbers, folks. Google closed at 1167. That's trading 1119. Bottom line, that gap's lower. Amazon, we go take a look at Amazon. Amazon closed at 1390. That was down 60 bucks. That's trading up 50 right now at 1440. That being said, bottom line is that you had a higher high out here today inside Amazon. Let's see what they're saying. Number-wise, okay, Amazon, the net sales, $59.84 billion. That was the estimate. They came in with 60.5. Earnings per share, Yeah, this is pretty intense. The estimate was $1.83, and they brought in $3.75. That is a monster number. Now that is including they got a tax benefit of $789 million out of that. But bottom line is that big number. Let's see what they're saying out here. Yeah, there's not much in here about the Whole Foods in the release thus far. Let's go over to Google first, because we are going to have Apple at 4:30 also. Google's down $40. What Google number-wise goes like this. The earnings per share is $9.70. Revenue $4.69 billion. Their paid clicks are up 43%. That's a big number. Earnings per share, interesting. Earnings per share is down. So their bottom line is down. The estimate was $10.04. They made $9.70. Amgen, let's go take a look at Amgen. Amgen, of course, one of the largest biotechs out here. Amgen closed at $185.56. Amgen is trading $178, so you're trading down $8 now. Amgen, the number goes like this. The earnings per share, they had, the estimate was $3.03. They made $2.86. And you can see what these companies do when they just miss. Now they're going to set a $10 billion buyback. They're going to waste shareholders' money at highs. That's the real bottom line, which is amazing. You know, one of the Tigers in the Den was saying yesterday he's always amazed that they never buy stock at the lows. And everyone, these companies buy it at the highs. I mean, if we go back to Amgen, you were at $43 and, you know, from 2005 going all the way to 2012, $45 to $65. Now you're dealing with $185 stock, and guess what? They're saying they're going to buy it back. Big deal, right? GoPro, GPRO. Let's go take a look at GoPro. GoPro closed at $550. Oh, that's taking a hit. That's trading at $507. This company's probably going to go out of business. This is going to get intriguing. Let me see how much gross revenue they actually take in. Because it's like, okay, you're going down the tubes. The real question is that, yeah, they're contracting. You know, $1.4 billion they took in 2014, $1.1 billion this year. Let's see what they have to say this coming year. Let's see what they have to say about it. They missed. The loss is wider than expected. Revenue misses. Now this is their biggest quarter too. Yeah, GoPro reported disappointing sales in the fourth quarter by bad holiday sales. Man, if you can't sell it at holidays, guess what? You're gonna have a problem. They reported revenue of $334 million in the fourth quarter, missing the 340 projection. Sales took an $80 million hit because of discounting of its Karma drones and Hero line of cameras after the holiday season. GoPro said in January it also cut the price of its new Hero camera by $100 to $399. It lost $55.85 million in 3 months. Holy cow, I wonder how much more money they have to lose. Bottom line, we'll find out, but that is no doubt one big number. So, NDX 100. Let's go take a look at the NDX. NDX is, you talk about movement. This thing had big movement. Now, it will not have movement in about another 3 minutes because the future market closes. But what we will have when the future market opens back up, that is going to be moving not only on the aspect of where Apple is going, but where the market thinks that Google and Amazon are going to be going. As we come into the close out here, the low was 20 minutes before the close. Inside the NQs, they traded down to 68.84. And as we're coming into the next 3 minutes, it looks like it's going to try to make a run into that once again. So this is going to get intriguing to see where this shakes out. If we go over to Apple just for a second and take a look at Apple. Apple closed at 167.78. They will be out at 3:30, and you know, bottom line is that Apple looks like a big ABC structure down. So this is going to be intriguing watching how this thing shakes out. You know, and where Apple broke out from, it broke out topside from the 26th of October, and that's what it looks like it can go fill. You know, you fill that if we have volume in the fill, it's a different ball game. But if you're just going down there in order to fill that gap, well, you know, we'll see what type of volume we get as we come down into those lower levels. Gold contract, what do we have with gold? That caught a nice bid coming into a Friday. We had a low out here today of 1340. Right now you're at 1353. And you get juice behind the move. You know, it looks to me like gold's going to make this run out here for 1370, more than likely tomorrow. And 1370 is a big number, folks, because it would be great to see that get launched. That's the September 8th high also. Big number. Let's go take a look at Deckers, DECK. Deckers closed at $87. That's trading at 94, so that's a big number. Evidently, we're buying those shoes once again. The net sales, the estimate was $749 million, did $810. That's a big number, man. Earnings per share, $384 was the estimate. They did $497. Those are big numbers, man. We are buying Deckers shoes, evidently. So let's see. They design women, children, men. Bottom line, they get some action going. You stay right there, folks. We got we got 20 past 4 at 4:30. Apple's going to be coming out. We're coming right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go over to Amazon. These are phenomenal numbers with what they're coming out with. And what's intriguing is that Amazon closed at $13.90, down $60. It's trading 14.14, so it's given up quite a bit, meaning it was already up, was up to 14.40, now it's 14.14. I expect what you're going to see is it's going to go after the high volume swing lows that we had. But listen to some of these numbers, folks. This is absolutely amazing, actually. Just to get an idea of what they've sent out, in 2017, they delivered more than 5 billion items just in the Prime program. Just in the Prime program. That is amazing. What they are doing here, now this number I thought was really intriguing, and I think it's actually probably showing where they're going to go with this also, is that they broke out for the first time the amount of sales in their brick and mortar versus the internet. And guess what? Their brick and mortar sales are going up 3 times. That's by a factor of 3. The sequential growth. So whatever they're doing inside the brick and mortar deal evidently is working. And that's going to be interesting. The AWS, okay, which is their cloud sales, that is up 40%, 40%, monster move. What Bezos is saying right now is that, this is live, Bezos is saying that the Alexa projections, they far exceeded in 2017, and his quote is, expect us to double down. You know, they're ruling the house. That's the bottom line. That's what it looks like. It looks like they're ruling the house. That magnitude is pretty amazing. 1390 close at, now you get 1324. Let's go over and take a look at Google. So Google is running into some problems out here, and what you have is this. What Google is that you did get, let's see, you got the aspect of more hits, but what also happened is that Google is getting a lot less money for the hits that are out there. That's what's also happening. So that's a big number. Google closed at 1167. Google right now is trading at 1123. Let's see what they have to say. They are growing. You know, the clicks are up 43% from the same time last year, but again, it's much less money. The okay, so here's cost per click was down 14%. Their operating income was down pretty tremendously, actually. The operating income, dollar-wise, they were expecting $10.24 billion, and they took in $7.66 billion, meaning to the bottom line. On other bets, so this was going on too, of course. So Google now is called Alphabet. Okay, so this is what they did want to do when they made it Alphabet. They wanted to be able to break out the different parts of the company. So this is what you have, is that the advertising revenue is $27.23 billion. The other bets, like outside of the things that we know about, still is a big loss leader here. The other bets, the revenue is $409 million. But yet, in that sector, they lost $916 million. So picture, that means that you got a gross there of what, $1.3 billion. You know, that basically went south. Pretty amazing, actually. But guess what? We'll find out. And that was one of the things that people used to criticize them about. They couldn't figure out. You know, Google was and is still doing a lot of other things inside the marketplace. And the real question always is that how much does it cost them? Well, now they break all those numbers out. Visa, let's go over to take a look at Visa. Visa closed at, let's put Visa up. Visa closed at 125, trading 125, no big deal there. Let's see what they did. They're printing money for sure. Visa, the estimate was 98 cents. They made $1.08. So bottom line is that they have that going for them. They They see their tax rate at 23%, their effective tax rate at 23%. They are authorizing a $7.5 billion buyback program. And we pull this in. Look at this thing. Oh, my God. This has been a one-way trade. One-way trade of the monster. ATHN, this is a healthcare stock. Athena Health. That closed at 124.91. This is trading 138. That's a big number. And 138 brings you up to the top of the range they've been at since a downdraft over in September of last year. This has been in this area for, this is a very large consolidation. That's how this is shaken out. So let's see what Athena has to say. The estimate was 63 cents. They made $1.11, so big number there. Revenue, 320 million. They made 329. So once they hit the mark, they brought a lot of that money right to the bottom line. Let's go back to Amgen for a second. Amgen, they had also come out with numbers. Amgen's trading down at $10 out here. And then what do we have, folks? Well, guess what? We have Apple. Apple's going to be coming out in all of 6 minutes. Bottom line, we'll see where this is shaking out. SWKS, let's just go look at a couple of their suppliers. You had SWKS up $5.94 today. And did they come out with numbers, or that was just, let's just see some. Yeah, so I don't see numbers here. They just pushed that higher today, and they're speculating on the Apple number that this will be pretty good. Now, SWKS, that pushed up with volume. I think AVGO, I know what happened here. I believe Broadcom did come out with numbers, though, and that probably helped them. But really good, Broadcom is down $9. And that went down with volume. There's a yin and a yang. There it is. There's a yin and a yang for sure right there. Broadcom. They're reviewing Qualcomm's earnings. That's right, because they want to buy Qualcomm. Qualcomm was down $1.45. And number-wise, let's see, did Qualcomm come out this morning? No, what that's all about, I see what that's all about. What that's about is that Broadcom is thinking of upping its bid for Qualcomm. That's what's going on there. Let's go take a look at Mattel. Mattel closed at $15.32. That's trading down $14.32. This has been getting hit big, and the toy business, no doubt, rough business. They missed by 89 cents, and they also missed on revenue. Revenue estimate was $1.69 billion. They came in with $1.61 billion. Oh, look at that estimate. They lost big money. The estimate was a loss of 16 cents, and they lost 72. They're losing money, losing market share, losing all the above. Stay right there, folks. We're coming back. We're going to have Apple for you.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how EverBank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? EverBank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? EverBank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. EverBank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com, educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Apple. So the revenue estimate was $65.9 billion. They are looking at $60 to $62 billion. Let's see if that's doing anything to the stock. Well, it's down $4 right now. We'll go through these numbers for you. So revenue, look at this. They're claiming iPhone units are down year over year due to fewer weeks in the quarter. Yeah, okay. They're gonna have to claim quite a bit here. First quarter revenue, the estimate was $87.3 billion. They did $88.3. iPhone X top-selling iPhone every week since November shipments. The company to discuss plans for offshore cash in second quarter results. The first quarter earnings per share, the consensus was $3.86. They did $3.89. Let's go back to the stock for a second. So 167 is where it closed. Yeah, 165. Still not doing much action there. The miss actually, okay, goes like this. From the high end of the range to where the analyst's expectation was it's a $4 billion miss. Interesting. Stock's not taking that much of a hit, actually, for what it is. 167, you're at 165. You know, well, we'll see where this keeps going as we go through the program. Apple forecast lower than expected revenue for the current quarter, reported iPhone sales from critical holiday period that missed analyst estimates, suggesting a waning demand for the iPhones. They said revenue in the 3 months ending in March will be $60 billion to $62. Analysts were looking for 65.9. For the final quarter 2017, Apple sold 77.3 iPhones, down 1% from a year earlier, and below analyst expectations. They were looking to sell 80.2 million. Average selling price was for the iPhone was $796. That is ahead of expectations. Apple reported first quarter revenue of $88.3 billion, profit of $3.89. The iPhone X, which went on sale in November, which cost $99 to $1149, which is $150 more than any iPhone came out before it. Their cash reserves jumped to $285 billion. Bottom line, monster number. There's no doubt about that. Huge number. Let's see what else they're saying out here. And market-wise, bottom line is that you're basically flat. You're down $1 right now from where we're at. And I expect what you're going to see, this is going to fluctuate more than likely around all of those. What we are going to get, though, bottom line is that if Apple can't catch a bid, I suspect what it's going to do is that it's going to have some selling pressure in the morning. The reason being is that what hasn't changed in Apple is that since the last high of January 18th, Apple was at 180. It came down hard to this 164. You did a counter trend bounce to the 168, but there's no juice underneath it. So what does happen, folks, is that when you already have sellers that are in the stock and you don't get the type of pop that you want, bottom line, it can turn into a problem. Let's go back over to Google and see how Google's still trading down 27 bucks. That's not the end of the world. Amazon is oh, look at this. Oh my God. So check this out. Amazon now, folks, is that just from when we started, this is amazing. Amazon traded down $60 today. When they come out with their numbers, Amazon went from $1,390 to $1,440. Amazon is at $1,478 right now. And let's see. The high is 14. Yeah, it's at a new all-time high. What I expect that is, too, is this aspect of the last post that I just read. And what it had to do with, number one, the amount of sales. But the number two, I thought, inside of this, which is pretty amazing, is that the brick and mortar sales are going up 3x. That's like, they probably have only one of the brick and mortar sales. Not that they have a lot of them, but you get a brick and mortar sale going up 3x. That's a different ball game. So they reported their strongest holiday season, of course, by the dominance of e-commerce, as well as the cloud computing. The cloud computing, big number, man. The cloud computing inside Amazon went up 40%. Yeah, there's a question about, is the stores, we're talking about Whole Foods. It doesn't say. What it says is that they've broken these numbers out. So we're going to know this as we go through it. They actually broke out the difference of selling online versus a brick and mortar. And all that was coming across is that the brick and mortar did go up by a factor of 3. There it is right there, okay. Where is it? I just had it. My esteemed colleague Brad Stone points out that Amazon is now breaking out physical store sales. Looks like sequential growth versus third quarter up by a factor of 3. So it's a big number. That right now we'll see the growth. Oh, well, of course the growth is up by a factor of 3. Yeah, I'll hold it. That could be, yeah, just because they bought Amazon. What I was thinking there is that Whole Foods, if they didn't have Whole Foods last year, I was trying to figure out, yeah, that's just, they bought that. I suspect that if that's just meaning you're buying the growth, which they did, that's not a big deal, folks. Now, next year, if they don't buy, another brick and mortar, and you see that factor going up even by 1, because these retail clients' stores are not going up by any type of factor. That's the bottom line, But listen, you can buy cash flow, and I suspect that's what they should have clarified that a little bit more. Bottom line, though, Amazon's up $80, which is just amazing, actually. Go back to, let's just go back to Apple for a second and see how Apple's hanging out. Yeah, Apple's 166. If we go over to Facebook for a second, last night, Facebook, this is pretty crazy. Facebook was trading down $8 last night. It ended up $6 today and took out a B point of another ABC up. So looks like 175 is your A, 190 is your B. Get what? 15 bucks. Well, that brings you to, well, actually it did it, 195. Let me put this on a weekly. Yep, on a weekly, you might have an ABC up too on Facebook. So that's going to be one big number out there, no doubt. After the Amgen is down, you get Visa, I believe, is flat. Let's look at Visa for a second. Yeah, Visa's down a couple dollars. You get GoPro. GoPro's in big problem. Let's go GPRO. If we go look at GoPro for a second, you know, GoPro has this high volume low at 504, and it's trading, I think, at 504. 527. It was down to 504. GoPro's got some big problems, huge problems. You stay right there, folks. We come right back. And, of course, coming up at 5 o'clock, get our man, Mr. Andy Hick, proud with you from 5 to 6. Dow Industrials closed up 27, NASDAQ down 25, S&P's off 4.5. We're coming right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
You don't buy into that nonsense, do you? You know you can't time the markets. I didn't. And in 2006, I set out on a mission to do just that. I began by surrounding myself with the greats like Tom O'Brien, Larry Pesavento, David White, and Basil Chapman. I read countless books and even looked to the moon and planets for answers. Now, we both know that trading is 80% mental. So I learned the exact tools that Tony Robbins uses to overcome fear. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability. And last March, the folks at Timers Digest began tracking my newsletter signals, which through January 18, 2018, placed me as the #1 gold timer for that exact time frame. Now, I can't officially be recognized until Timers Digest has a full year of signals, but clearly I've learned how to time the markets, and I'd like to teach you how to do that as well. Subscribers to Mastering Probability gain access to my live and archive workshops where I show you the exact same patterns that earn me this #1 ranking. If you're looking for great market calls and an education, sign up for Mastering Probability today at TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Apple numbers came out. Bottom line, stocks trading flat. Amazon numbers come out. Stocks up to the moon. We're up $75 right now. We actually were at an all-time high. Now we're at $14.65. Google's trading down $20. That's at $11.21. Let's go over and take a look at the XAU, the HUI, inside the gold market. What we had with the XAU out here today, we had a low of 87.66, closed at 87.60, and that baby, I'd like to see a little more juice inside of that, meaning volume plus price spread. Now we do have that inside the gold bugs index. Gold Bugs Index hit a low of 194. You're at 196.70, and that does have some juice into it. So let's go take a look at a few more. Franco-Nevada. Franco-Nevada, that traded flat today. That needs some juice to the upside. Rheingold Resources, that's starting to push with volume. Okay, that's a decent indication. It was flat today, but it hit 87.54, rejected that price, lower price. Let's go look at Rheingold Resources. So the way that the gold market is set up right now coming into the Friday is pretty cool. And what it is, folks, is this. You've built some cause since gold had broken topside on the 24th. So we go topside the 24th, has volume on the 24th, then got stopped right in its tracks again. And this was all about the U.S. dollar basically breaking down, then had a fast counter trend bounce intraday and broke down the exact same way the exact next day. Now, if we go over to this dollar and we take a look at the dollar, what you're going to see is that they sold the dollar right into the close. We're down about a half a penny, 494 ticks. You're coming into the spike low. So we had a spike low. This was the day that, the 25th. This was the day that, bottom line is that intraday, if you remember, that's when Mnuchin came out and said he likes a weak dollar. Then Trump came out and said, no, he's misunderstood. And that bounced the dollar up for about 2 hours, and then it gave it up again. The way this dollar index is trading right now, if we pull this back, it looks like it's going to jump the creek. And what jumping the creek means is this, and this is, you know, inside the index, it would be easier to do because the index trades on the CME. It is only opened, opens at 8:30 this morning, every morning. So currency-wise, though, we're trading the dollar all night. You're trading the euro all night. You're trading the yen all night. So this is set up right into the highs of 2008 and 2010. Actually, it's already into those bars. So if you see the euro, let's go over to the euro for a second. And if they keep pricing up the euro, and the euro had a monster day out here today, bottom line, you're up 94 ticks. This is closing at an all-time high from our session from quite a while. If we pull this euro back, what you're going to see is that the euro is set up. There's not much to stop the euro. Once it got back inside the range of 121, which was the lows of 2008, just the lows of 2010, the lows of 2012, and then the breakdown of 2014. You get inside that, guess what's game, man? Game is 139. It's a big number. And we just do the, so that's 60% of the dollar index. We go over to the yen, and what you're going to see inside the yen is that the yen failed to hold price today at the 109.77 area. We went to 109.75. The 77 was the spike high from the 26th. You closed at 109.38. This looks like it's setting up a small ABC down. And if we pull this back, what you're going to see is that the bottom of this consolidation is 107. You break 107, and then game is on for the 101 to 100. That is a monster number on the way down. You get that? That is saying that the gold contract will continue to catch a bid big time. Let's go to the 30-year bond. So 30-year bond had a major breakdown today. You know, we had pierced the 147.07 2 days ago. Now let's bring this up and see where we're at. Where is this going? Okay, so if I put this on a continuous contract, we're at 146.11. Yeah, this is serious business. So you have, last time we were at 127 was January of 2014. Let me do this way. What if it's an ABC down? 177, 30 bucks, which would get you to 129. Yeah, you know, it's game here now. This is going to be interesting. So these rates, this is serious business. These, this is a game to 127. We'll see whether, you know, it has support, you know, basically at 143 first, but not much of it. Your A to B structure on the way down gets it down to the price point of the 127 area, and that's your swing point also. You know, so that's a pretty good probability that you can get down there. We take a look at the TLT. The TLT that broke lower today, that had rejected price the last few days. That broke lower. This right now, your next swing low on the TLT is laying out here at the 116 level. And now the TLT is the 20-plus bond. So we'll see where that shakes out. If we take a look at the yield curve, it probably didn't tighten today because, see, what happens is that when it tightens, well, here, let's find out. So the 10-year is at 2.78. The 30 is 3.020. Yeah, that would be, let me see. I can do it this way. So how you'd look at this, if you're watching Tiger TV, when you're looking at this, I have the curve up. And what happens with the curve when you're reading the 2, 3, 5, 7, and 10, what you can see is that it didn't flatten today. They were all going up. What happens when they flatten is that the 10-year, as well as the 30, wouldn't have gone up 7.9 or 8.5 when the 2 is at 1.6. So what happens is that the rates went up right along the curve today, and that's dangerous. That's also dangerous. That's saying that bottom line is that your probability, that's when banks love it, okay, when the whole curve goes up, and that's what we had happen today. Each and every one of those rate structures went up. And when they go up like that, that means that the banks can, bottom line, get money on the short end, move out money on the long end, make the spread inside it. And, you know, we'll see where that baby continues to go. Fast take on those high volatility stocks. Apple down $2. Google down 27. Amazon's going to make up for it. Amazon up 80. How's that? Coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet, while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go take a look at Cypress Semiconductor. Cypress Semiconductor, that closed at... let's see, that closed $17.16. That's trading $17.34. And number-wise, okay, they design, develop, market digital mixed integrated circuits. Let's see, so the estimate there was 25 cents. They made 28. Revenue estimate, $593 million. They did $597. Right up around the midpoint. That's how they shook it out. They see fourth quarter, the estimate was 25. They see 28 coming in. Rather, first quarter, the estimate was 22 cents, and they see now 22 to 26. So they actually see quite a larger number than they had looked for. Yeah, that's going to basically go after the highs tomorrow morning. That's $17.90. You stay right there, folks. We got our man, Mr. Andy Heck, coming up next, and future-wise out here, you're gonna get some action because what you do have is that, you know, but bottom line, Google. Oh, look at this. Google's making it back too. Oh, this is a trip. So Google closed at 1167. It was trading down at 1147. Now you're at 1158. In fact, some trades just went through at 1162. That is saying that the NQs are going to be open up pretty big because the Amazon closed at $13.90. That's trading up $85 to $14.75, which is an all-time high. And Apple's not going to have much effect because Apple's trading flat. It's been down $2. Now Apple's up $1. That closed at $167. It's trading at $168. So you're going to have a positive bias inside these future markets when they open back up. You stay right there, folks. And man, Mr. Andy Heck's going to be coming up next, growling and prowling with you. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it, step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Everything you need is right inside you. Go have a blast with it, folks. Thanks for being here. Have a great night, safe night. Look forward to speaking to you tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. Wow! Look at them, folks.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Heck's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report. And make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.